Hello students, today will we discuss about importance of रामानुजन्स पोइट्री। रामानुजन की पोइट्री के इम्पोर्टेंस के बारे में आज हम बात करेंगे। ओके, इन्होंने अनेक्स्टी लिखा है। ओके, दिस critic is of the view that Ramanujan seems to believe that living the midst of relations winds or fetters the feet of a man. To live away from relatives means a sense of deprivation, but to live among them curbs one's freedom. Yet another critic says that Ramanujan's poetry is rooted in the family. He is constantly remembering with nostalgic the various members of his family as well as the various objects connected with his teacher earlier life when he used to live in India. Okay. इसकी ये थीम है सेंट्रल मेटाफर्स मीन्स पोएम का रेफरेंस। फर्स्ट पॉइंट है एडिंग फैमिली वन ऑफ द लीडिंग थीम्स इन रामानुजन्स पोइट्री। द फैमिली फिगर्स मोस्ट प्रोमिनेंटली इन रामानुजन्स पोइट्री. Indeed, the family may be regarded as one of the leading themes of his poetry. A critic rightly expresses the view that the family is one of the central metaphors with which Ramanujan thinks. Another critic also says much the same thing when he says that most of the poems in Ramanujan's second volume of poems deal with Ramanujan's memories of these relations and freedom which life away from the comforts. This critic is of the view that Ramanujan seems to believe that living in the midst of relations binds or fetters the feet of a man. These experiences indelibly imprinted on the mind of a sensitive growing boy now pulsate into life and enter his poems. Ramanujan's self is the theatre in which are staged incidents from the past and in which a number of persons like his grandparents, mother, father, sister, wife and cousins move and live again. Second, have about the speaker's mother. Of mother, among other things, contains Ramanujan's recollections of his mother. He remembers the silk and white petal of his mother's youth. He remembers her diamond earrings radiating rays of light. He remembers his mother running back from rain to the crying babies in their cradles. He remembers her hands like a wet eagle's pink and twisted feet. He remembers her sari no longer clinging to her body but hanging loose. The thought of his mother's old age and of her having lost a finger as a consequence of an accident make the speaker in the poem most uneasy and uncomfortable, and he recalls her four still sensible fingers slowly bending to pick a grain of rice from the kitchen floor. Third, about the speaker's wife and his own and her relations. Love poem for a wife is about the speaker's conjugal life, which has not been very happy. This poem in fact describes the increasing unhappiness of the married Life of the speaker. The poem is written in the form of a monologue by the speaker addressing his wife, who, however, remains silent throughout. The poem states a powerful psychic drama through a you and I conflict. There is a crisis cross of memories which adequately convey the intensity of the speaker's yearning for an emotional fulfillment in the marital relationship. And fourth, several relations depicted by the speaker in an autobiographical poem. In small scale reflections on a great house is staged the history of the great family house, and here we witness the comedy of a number of strange and bizarre person coming to the house never to go back or to return it to it soon if they by chance or by design go out. In the last stanza there is mingling of humorous and pathetic effects. When we are told about the nephew who went out of great family house, fought in the war and then returned to the house as a dead body on particularly chatty afternoon. Next, a poem about the poet's father of Jerry. The poem of Jerry is about the speaker's father, the speaker here being undoubtedly Ramanujan himself. Here we have a poem written throughout in the ironic mood, partly ridiculing the father in a good humored manner, and partly singing out certain events and happenings over which the father had no control. The father is mocked at when the speaker says that the father at his death left behind debts and daughters. He is also mocked at when the speaker says that the father left his children a changed mother and more than one annual ritual. Although there is a reference here also to the sorrowing widow whom the dead man had left behind, the events over which the father had no control have been ironically specified as the caesarean operation which became necessary to bring him into this world, and his death by heart failure in the fruit market. Next, history, a poem about several relatives. The poem entitled History contains the recollections of the speakers about some of the relatives when he was yet a child. The speaker or the persona in the poem describes what he had witnessed as a child on the occasion of his grand aunt's death. The experience of the persona had the effect of changing of his very conception of history of his family and even of the history of a country or a nation or a race. History says the persona usually changes slowly, changes sometime during a single conversation. When the dead body of his grand aunt had been laid on the floor to be washed, the various relatives have tried to grave whatever of the dead woman's belonging they could lay their hands upon. Next, about his mother and himself in Snakes. Snakes is another poem in which the speaker, who is the most probably Ramanujan himself, recalls another experiences of his childhood. His mother used to feed the snakes on a particular day in the course of the year, while the person used to feel terribly frightened on seeing the snakes being fed with milk from a saucer. This too is a personal and autobiographical poem in which Ramanujan describes how eventually he got rid of his fear of snakes and could then walk freely through the woods. Last conclusion. Breaded Fish is another poem about Ramanujan's experiences as a child when eager to eat breaded fish. He had not been able to eat it because of his sudden recollections of a half-naked woman lying dead on the beach. And there are several other poems too in which Ramanujan speaks freely about various members of his family. There is no therefore in the remark that family for Ramanujan is one of the central metaphors with which he thinks. He simply cannot forget the family. Both pleasant and unpleasant memories crowd into his mind, and no matter what the theme or the subject of a poem which he wished to write, he uses the family as a background or uses some experience of his in the context of his family for the illustrations of an ideas. The personam adds at the end of the poem that the little aunt's story face had at last acquired some expressions. She had been looking not for a rolling pin which her little son had brought for play from the kitchen, but for some diamond which he served as a decoration for a Parvati statue, while the two daughters of the dead woman had robbed the dead body of all ornaments which they found on it.